Here we guys go, part 2 of our Benelli TNT 135 review. Pretty cool feature about this bike is that switchblade key. It looks like a switchblade, but it isn't. But it is a key and it will start your motorcycle. So we're just finishing up our ride here on this bike. If you haven't checked out part 1 of this video, make sure you do. That's where we really got in the meat and potatoes of this bike and how it handles, what the engine's like, the ergonomics. But some other neat features about this bike that we didn't really cover is the fork. This fork on this bike's actually, it's pretty thick. It's a big 41 millimeter inverted fork, so quite a bit wider than the unit that's on the competition. Also, a really neat feature about this machine is just you know, the other bikes, you know, maintenance is always going to be a chore on these bikes. These things, they don't require a lot of maintenance besides cleaning and adjusting your chain every once in a while, and you know, checking and changing the oil. And make checking the oil a little bit easier, this thing actually has a window pane on the side of the engine case, so you can check the oil more easily. There's no dipstick to mess with. You just, you know, stand the motorcycle on even ground, balanced on even ground, and make sure that the oil height is in between the bottom and top lines. And as long as that's happening, you have the right amount of oil. You can also check the color of the oil and know if it's dirty and it needs to be changed or not. When it is time to change the oil, this bike actually has a removable oil filter. So instead of a strainer, you just literally remove the old oil filter, throw it away, place it with a new one. And it just makes maintenance a little bit more simple on this bike. We talked about the engine. It's got quite a bit more torque than the Grom or the Z125 Pro. It really pulls better. You know, that along with having that extra gear, seems like first gear is just as low as it does on those other bikes, but instead of running out of, you know, gear at the very top, you have that fifth gear, that extra cog to put it into, give you a little bit more speed. I think we had, you know, over 70 miles per hour on 74 there, so neat that you have that kind of flexibility with this bike. Also neat styling touch is the license plate rear hugger. It almost kind of looks like an MT-07. And noted that when we rode the new MT-07, that cool hugger on their swing arm. Same kind of style thing, and it really cleans up the back end of the bike and gives you a good solid place to affix the license plate. So you're gonna meet, you know, DOT and legal requirements, but still have that aesthetic, that cool look. And I think that's really neat. You know, the engine on this bike, it runs real good. The throttle response is real nice. The engine's got a pretty decent note to it. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel stuttery. It doesn't feel like it doesn't carburate or fuel inject cleanly. It runs really nicely. All in all, it's a pretty decent bike. I mean, I'm really amazed what Benelli was able to offer for $2,500. You're getting a lot of mini bike for your money. You know, it's 8 or 9 or 10% more than a competitor's offering, yet it's, you know, $750 less expensive, if not more less expensive. Very nice indeed. Mentioned the thicker fork. The shock actually has a little bit more travel too. I think it's right around 5 inches of travel in the rear, so you get a little bit more movement, which is going to be nice, I guess, maybe over bumps and stuff. Honestly, the ride on this bike's real good. I credit a little bit of that to that steel trellis frame. It almost acts as a secondary suspension. It goes over the bumps real nice. It doesn't feel too wallowy or pogoey or too mini bike-ish. It actually has pretty well dampened ride for a small bike. Very neat. All in all, though, I'm pretty happy with this Benelli TT 135. You know, where I live, down at the beach, this bike would be perfect. You can slice and dice through traffic, look cool. The styling is real futuristic. Having that LED lighting, full LED lighting, turn signals included, is a really nice touch too. And if you're looking for a nice, functional, cool, small bike that you and your girlfriend or little brother or whoever can rip around on, I think you'll do pretty good with this thing. Well, that's it from the Benelli TNT 135 intro. If you guys want to know more, make sure to subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll see you guys next time. We're gonna race around the parking lot for a minute here, see if we can not go to jail. God, Rennie always gets me, man. God, this bike's got some torque to it. See you guys.